celebrate the homegoing of my Aunt Luann McMillan. And a lot of y'all, we all called her Lucy. And I asked her one day, I said, why do we call you Lucy? And she said, I don't know. So I said, well, there's got to be somebody that knows why we call you Lucy. And nobody knows. She said, I can't tell you who started it. I don't know how we came to calling me Lucy. So if anybody here knows the answer to the riddle, maybe you could tell me after the service, and it would solve a lot of things for me. About 15 years ago, Lucy fell and she broke her hip. And she was in the hospital, and Lucy was the type of person that was very hard to get her to make a decision. And we could never get her, we'd take her to a restaurant, she never would say what she wanted to eat. She would always say, well, just order what you think I would like. And I'm like, I don't know what you like. So usually I was wrong with what I ordered, but she wouldn't make a decision. But there was one time she was very decisive, and it's probably the only time in her life that she was decisive. She told me that when I die, I want my day. And she's never selfish about anything, but that was the one thing she ever required was on my day, I want my day. So you guys are witnesses to the fact that she had her day. The second thing she wanted is she says, no, I don't want to be cremated. And she was adamant about that. I do not want to be cremated. So you guys are witnesses to the fact that she was not cremated. The third thing she said is, now I want Jim Peavy to do my funeral. It wasn't Jim Peavy, it was Jim Peavy. And it's almost like she didn't trust me to, like, I was go pick any Jim on the street to come talk to you guys. Find any Jim. But now it was Jim Peavy. And I said, well, Lucy, I don't really like Jim. And she says, what are you talking about? I said, well, Jim and I, we got off to a bad start. Martha and JR invited our family over to dinner, and Martha made this delicious ham. And I didn't have a problem with Julie or Andy or Mark, but they got this guy. He was 2 years old. He's in a high chair, and he's there, and I'm sitting there trying to strategize how I'm going to get the most ham on my plate. And he eats his first slice of ham, and he starts beating on his high chair, and he's screaming, "Bo ham, Bo ham!" I'm like, this guy's like, he's infringing on my territory. So I didn't really like him at first. I was a lot bigger than him too. I was 11, he was 2. But now he's grown up, he ate a lot of ham, and he's maybe bigger than me now, I don't know. But here is Jim Peavy to do Lucy's funeral.